What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dane County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking asks everyone to salute our brave men and women in our military and to the veterans who have kept us free. Because of them, we enjoy the greatest freedom in the world. Honor them by donating blood at your local hospital. Your gift may save a life. This message from Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking, a proud American company. Give them a call, 573-674-2644.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be mostly sunny. We should have a high temperature near 77 degrees and we'll have southerly winds around 7 miles per hour. Then tonight we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 49 degrees. Light southerly winds will be in effect tonight. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 79. Calm winds will become southeasterly around 6 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night, we have mostly cloudy skies to forecast with a low temperature around 53 with light southeasterly winds. Then Thursday, we have a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 79 degrees. Winds will be out of the southeast on Thursday, 3 to 8 miles per hour. Thursday night, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely after midnight. Chance of precipitation is 70% with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 59 degrees. Friday, we have an 80% chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm, and our high temperature should be near 75 degrees. Friday night, a chance of showers before 1 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and low around 55. Then our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with a chance of showers under partly sunny skies with a high temperature near 74 degrees. Saturday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 55. Then Sunday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with partly sunny skies and high near 76. Sunday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 59, and that new work week will start out on Monday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 83 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Science plays a massive and multifaceted role in the world today. It's woven into pretty much every aspect of our lives, whether we notice it or not. Every new gadget or digital tool you are using exists because of advances in physics, chemistry, and computer science. Science drives agriculture and food security. It's the ultimate superpower. Curiosity mixed with logic and a dab of creativity. While not all farmers and ranchers have lab coats or PhDs, they not only benefit from science every day, they are often scientists in practice, blending tradition with experimentation and scientific knowledge to feed the world. Who needs Batman or Captain America or Wonder Woman? We have Soil Sentinel, the harvester, Captain Cattle. Stop for a minute and consider the ag technologies that we use every day on our farms. Yay for science, that is, unless it's being weaponized, as too often it is on the political stage. Science itself is not partisan. It's based on data, evidence, testing, and peer review. It does not take sides. However, to gain public trust, some lawmakers or protesters or lobbying organizations will invoke science to lend credibility to policies or opinions when said science is selectively chosen or misrepresented. I challenge you to consider science based on evidence, not political ideology. View research through an unbiased, fact-driven lens. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
For years, subscribers have relied upon Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter as a daily source of ag news and information. Now there's an audio program as well. The daily wrap-up highlights the day's news and market movers and includes updates on crop and livestock prices, market trends, weather conditions affecting agriculture, and major news events or policy changes that impact the industry. It gives farmers and ranchers, traders, and industry stakeholders the information they need to make informed decisions and stay current with the evolving agricultural landscape. The long-form program airs on the Agra America streaming channel and is offered as a podcast in the Agra America podcast repository at agraamerica.com. Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter is a free daily email publication delivered to subscribers' email inboxes Monday through Friday. Sign up for free at brownfieldagnews.com.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's 2 ways that a producer can reach us: blackvultures@mofb.org or 573-893-1417. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
A slow day for direct cash cattle trade and cash hogs into the day firm. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report, brought to you by Propane. The Propane Farm Research Program offers compensation for using propane equipment. More information is available at propane.com/PFRP. Direct cash cattle trade was quiet to start the week. That's very typical for a Monday. Show lists are mixed, higher in Texas, but lower in Kansas, Nebraska, and Colorado. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. At the Oklahoma National Stockyards, all feeders and calves were unevenly steady. The USDA says demand was good for the lighter offering that was likely impacted from recent rains. Quality was average. Medium and large one feeder steer, 656 to 692 pounds, brought $316 to $345. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 604 to 639 pounds, brought $299 to $313.50. Box beef closed sharply higher with solid demand for fairly light offerings. Choice was up $2 at $333.52. Select closed $322 higher at $318.77. Estimated cattle slaughter was 100,000 head, down 2,000 on the week and the year. Cash hogs closed firm with a fairly light negotiated run. Processors didn't start the week off very aggressive in their procurement efforts. The industry continues to monitor the ongoing tariff and trade discussions. There are concerns it could see some disruptions in global demand as the rift between the U.S. and China, one of the largest purchasers of U.S. pork, continues. There is some optimism that domestic demand could see a boost, but that remains to be seen. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were up 24 cents with a base range of $82 to $87 and a weighted average of $83.59. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported Monday due to confidentiality. Pork values closed lower, down 61 cents at $96.39. Bellies, butts, and loins were all lower. And estimated hog slaughter was 356,000 head, down 131,000 on the week and down more than 125,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were lower ahead of the week's direct business. Markets were also pressured by weakness in the broader markets, and lean hog futures closed mostly higher on demand optimism. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. Can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, it's time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures, but the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Suzanne Marie McDonald, age 41 of Salem, passed away Friday, April 18th. Funeral services for Suzanne McDonald will be Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Suzanne McDonald will also be on Thursday from 12 noon until service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be at the Jadwin Cemetery. And all arrangements for Suzanne Marie McDonald of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Franklin Merle Martin of St. James passed away Friday at the age of 80 years. Funeral services for Franklin Martin will be Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the St. James Chapel of James Agar Mortuary, with visitation for family and friends of Franklin Martin also on Friday from 11 a.m. until service time at 1 o'clock. It will be at the Vienna Public Cemetery. And all arrangements for Franklin Merle Martin of St. James are under the direction of the James Agar Mortuary of St. James. Larry Dean Forster, Sergeant First Class Army, retired, age 82 of Salem, passed away Monday, April 14th. Memorial services for Larry Forster will be Friday, April 25th at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Graveside services with full military honors will be held at 2 p.m. on Friday at the Missouri Veterans Cemetery, Waynesville. Visitation for family and friends of Larry Dean Forster will be Friday morning at 11 and continuing till service time at 12 noon. And all arrangements for Larry Dean Forster, Sergeant First Class Army, retired, of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Don Lee Floyd, age 84 of Salem, passed away Monday, April 21st. Funeral services for Don Floyd will be Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Don Floyd will also be on Saturday from 11 in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be at the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Don Lee Floyd of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. James Ulysses Curry, age 83 of Doolittle, passed away Saturday, April 5th. Funeral services for James Curry will be Tuesday, April 29th at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of James Curry will also be on Tuesday from 11 in the morning until service time at 12 noon. Burial with military honors will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for James Ulysses Curry of Doolittle are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Eva Janice Walker of Salem passed away April 15th. Private family services will be held at a later date. Memorial contributions may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Eva Janice Walker of Salem, run to the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting this evening at 6 o'clock at 202 North Washington at the Old City Hall Auditorium. After the call to order, Pledge of Allegiance, prayer, and roll call will be approval of the agenda. The consent agenda, including the minutes of the April 15th meeting, will be approved, followed by public comments. Show me smoke-free presentation by youth advocates, plus board and committee appointments. Bids for park fencing will be reviewed. New and miscellaneous business will include a letter to legislators and community support requests for funding. City officials will then report, followed by a closed session if necessary. The meeting of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen this evening is open to the public. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board will meet this evening at 7 o'clock at the Hospital Library. At the meeting, after the public comments are heard, the board will hear a report from Chief Executive Officer Brooke Bowman before hearing the summary of operations for the month of March, as well as reviewing and approving the monthly financials. The board will hear the Chief of Nursing and Human Resources reports before discussing old business, which will include a policy review. In new business, the board will get an update on the Pyxis profiling system before the election of board officers is conducted. The board may then go into executive session to discuss legal issues and personnel. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board of Directors meeting tonight is open to the public. The Dent County Commissioners met yesterday morning at the courthouse. At the meeting, Dent County Treasurer Denita Williams brought in the cart receipts received by the county. She stated the county received $75,330.30, which is $3,795.85 more than last year. And year-to-date, the CART funds are up $25,264.59 over 2024. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green and District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams both said crews will be out checking road conditions after the storm this weekend, as well as cleaning out culverts. Williams also said the county dump truck number 126 had to go to Napide in Jefferson City for hydraulic work, and the other dump truck needs a new turbo. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson had nothing to report, and Clerk Angie Curley said bills were to be paid. The commissioners will not be meeting Thursday of this week, and their next meeting will be Monday, April 29th at the courthouse. The 10th Annual Veterans Affairs, jointly hosted by American Legion Post number 99 and All-American VFW Post 6280, is coming up this Friday, April 25th from 10 to 2. The event will be located at 3522 Highway 32 west of Salem. The Mobile Vet Center, also referred to as the MVC, will have a spot in front of the Legion building. Just watch for the tank in front of the building. The Show Me Green sales tax holiday has returned, and it continues this week, and it'll give Missourians the opportunity to save money on select purchases while stimulating economic activity in the state. According to the Missouri Department of Revenue, all Missouri cities, counties, and districts participate in the appliance sales tax holiday. According to Missouri statute, from April 19th through April 25th, state sales tax will be waived on qualifying Energy Star certified appliances. This certification indicates that a product has been independently verified to meet strict standards, which can mean superior performance and long-term energy savings. Clothes washers, dryers, dishwashers, air conditioners, and refrigerators with the Energy Star certification are just some of the items that are exempt from the state sales tax on the first $1,500 of each appliance purchased. For more information on the sales tax holiday, a list of qualifying items, and frequently asked questions, visit dor.mo.gov and type in sales tax holiday in the search bar. The Missouri Department of Conservation reports it has confirmed 243 new cases of chronic wasting disease, also referred to as CWD, in Missouri deer in 35 counties. Texas County was one of the 7 of that had their first CWD positive case. The CWD positive cases were found through sampling and testing of more than 36,000 deer during the past deer hunting season and post-season targeted removal efforts, with most cases being from hunter-harvested deer submitted for sampling. The disease has been attributed to significant deer population declines in other states and threatens Missouri's deer population, hunting culture, and economy. Most of the new CWD positive cases were from the more than 276,000 deer harvested during the 2024-2025 deer hunting season. MDC confirmed an additional 70 cases of CWD found through its targeted removal efforts of 4,768 deer after the close of the deer season in localized areas near where CWD has been found. MDC Wildlife Health Program Supervisor Deb Hudman explained that the goal of targeted removal is to remove CWD-positive deer and reduce deer density in these localized areas to slow the spread of CWD and protect Missouri's deer herd. Targeted removal is a proven method to slow the spread of CWD, and Missouri is one of several states that uses it to manage the disease. Those new cases bring the total number of CWD-positive found in the state to 815 over 46 counties since the first positive CWD case was found in wild deer by MDC in early 2012. Although the number of CWD-positive counties increased, Hudman noted that CWD management efforts have kept infection rates low. Hudman said that less than 1% of samples tested positive for CWD. Learn more about CWD at mdc.mo.gov/CWD. Despite the poor weather conditions, the Salem Scrambler Rally was held this past Saturday. The unique event combined elements of off-road navigation with environmental cleanup. A group of 20 volunteers in 9 vehicles competed to collect as much trash as possible and return to a weigh-in within 4 hours. According to a press release from organizer Kyle Williams, the teams were able to remove 7,940 pounds of trash in a little over 3 hours from illegal dump sites across 10 locations within the Mark Twain National Forest. Some of the items removed included televisions, couches, vinyl siding, mattresses, and over 125 tires. The event was supported by Denton County Ag, which provided the use of their scales and space for weigh-ins. Jet Tires and Auto assisted with tire support, while Ozark River Solid Waste Management District supplied gloves, bags, grabbers, and dumpsters. The top 3 teams included Eric and Clarissa Votipka of Kansas City, who removed 1,100 pounds, placing third. Chris Martise and Michael Callahan of Sullivan, who removed 1,200 pounds, placing second. Taking first place with 1,800 pounds of trash removed from 2 large sites was Doug Liebman of Mansfield. The organizers of Salem Scramble, Kyle Williams, Ryan Fairless, Donnie White, John Schweer, and Dustin Privet, are a part of the broader Missouri Endura community of rally enthusiasts who combine adventure with public land stewardship. More cleanups are being planned for summer of 2025, along with volunteer participation in the Missouri Endura Fall event. For more information about this and future events, you can contact Kyle directly at KyleRiley789@gmail.com or by phone at 573-247-2600. 888-244-2474. The Denton County Sheriff's Office has released the following reports for the month of April. On Sunday, April 13th, deputies responded to the Seville Care Center for a reported assault. During the course of the investigation, a 53-year-old Salem man was arrested on an active arrest warrant. The subject was incarcerated at the Denton County Jail. Later that same day, deputies responded to the Salem Memorial Hospital for a reported assault. It was reported that several parties were involved in an incident in the parking lot. The investigation is ongoing. Then on Wednesday, April 16th, deputies responded to the 5200 block of Highway O for a reported burglary. During the course of the investigation, it was determined that an unknown suspect or suspects entered a business and stole money from the location. The investigation is ongoing. Later in the week, on Friday, April 18th, deputies responded to Green Forest R2 School for reported property damage. During the course of the investigation, it was determined that an unknown subject or subjects damaged the parking lot of the location. That investigation is ongoing as well. If you have any information about any ongoing investigation, please call the Denton County Sheriff's Office at 573-729-3241. Well, that has been a look at local news and is brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Denton County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yield, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate. Paid for by Bayer.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, Hair Grow naturally reduces inflammation in the scalp and is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Raven Gillum's seventh inning RBI game-winning single gave the Salem Lady Softball Tigers a 14-13 win over the Mountain View Liberty Lady Eagles Monday at the Salem City Park. Salem fell behind 9-3 early in the game, rallied to lead the game 11-9, then saw the Lady Eagles score 4 runs in the 7th inning to take the lead before Salem rallied in the 7th. Elena Norris had 3 hits and 3 RBIs for the Lady Tigers, who improved to 9-7 on the year and 2-3 in the SCA Conference. They'll host Mountain Grove Thursday afternoon. The Salem boys baseball game with Thayer Monday was postponed due to wet grounds, and no makeup date has yet been announced. Salem will be at St. Clair today at 4:30. The Tigers go into the game with a 7-4-1 record. The game can be heard on KSMO Radio, and it will be also audio streamed on KSMO Media starting at 4:15 with Tiger Talk and Coach Tony Edwards. The Salem Tennis Tigers beat the Mountain View Liberty Eagles Monday in Salem 9-0. They'll be at the School of the Osage today at 4 o'clock. Salem is 9-2 on the year. The Salem golf team will participate in the Houston Open this afternoon. The St. Louis Blues played their second postseason game on the road versus the Winnipeg Jets and fell 2-1. Jimmy Snodgrass scored the lone goal for the Blues in the first period. Game 3 will be live on KSMO Radio Thursday night with coverage beginning at 8 o'clock. St. Louis Cardinals began their series versus the Atlanta Braves yesterday and didn't trail in the game until the bottom of the 8th when the Braves went on to a 5-run spree. Going into the 9th, trailing by 4, Wilson Contreras homered out to the left center, bringing in Victor Scott II, but it just wouldn't be enough for the rally as the Cards lost the game 7-6. Their next game is tonight in Atlanta with a first pitch at 6:15. KSMO Radio will join this game live following the Salem Tiger baseball game. Kansas City Royals are back on the diamond tonight as they start a new 3-game series against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch tonight will be at 6:40. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Blues are down 2-0 in their first-round playoff matchup with the Winnipeg Jets. Kyle Connor scored his second consecutive game winner in the third period. A 2-1 loss for the Blues. Coach Jim Montgomery.
We're not happy to be down 2-0, but the games are really close. There's not much separation going on right now. We need to find another level here when we go home so that we can end up on top by a goal.
Blues rookie Jimmy Snuggerud scored his first playoff goal.
I feel like we have to have a stronger third period, and we're working on it, and that's our end goal is to win these games in the third, and that's what it comes down to in the crunch time.
St. Louis hosts Game 3 Thursday. The Cardinals collapsed in the 8th inning, a 7-6 loss to the Atlanta Braves. They were up 1 before giving up 5 runs, 5th straight loss for Ali Marmol's club.
If you remove yourself from the result, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment, the guys are building towards something that's good, but to be in the losing side of it again is just frustrating.
The Cardinals are 9-14. They've lost 5 straight. Andre Palante on the mound against the Braves tonight. The Royals will host the Colorado Rockies tonight at Kauffman Stadium. Chris Bubich will start off to a good start, 2-1 with a 1.88 ERA through 4 starts this season. The Royals are in third in the American League Central at 9-14, 5 games out of first. The Chiefs started voluntary OTAs. Kansas City had its first day of work yesterday after a disappointing Super Bowl. Andy Reid ready for another season, and the NFL draft begins on Thursday.
You have to discipline yourself to take the best player, and so with that, you've got to evaluate every position, and you got to put all this time in, and Brett's done a great job with that. I think he's very comfortable with it right now.
The Chiefs are set to pick 31st in the first round, and they have 8 selections overall, with 4 of them in the first 95 picks. Veach looking at offensive line, defensive line, cornerback, and wide receiver. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 26th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Research to discover more effective treatments for the 1 in 285 children in the U.S. who will be diagnosed with cancer. Children's Cancer Research Fund is a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Ooh, ma.
What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm, I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Stay tuned to KSMO. I've got news from the Missouri Net coming up in 1 minute, and that'll be followed by your latest KSMO weather forecast after the top of the 1 o'clock hour.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. There are several flood warnings still in effect across portions of Missouri. They include numerous rivers and creeks in western and west central Missouri, southwest Missouri, central Missouri, and the St. Louis area. The State Emergency Management Agency is responding to storm damage reports across Missouri over the weekend. Michael Connell with the Department of Public Safety says regional coordinators are teaming with local workers to explore areas damaged by tornadoes, severe storms, and heavy rainfall.
We know we had a lot of flash flooding. We have still dozens, scores of roads that are closed around the state because of high water and the flooding. Good news is the power outages are down. Power is being restored.
And box turtles are on the road again in Missouri. Warm weather, mating, and the search for food drive them to cross roads during this time of year. The Missouri Department of Conservation says vehicles kill thousands of turtles each year, probably being the biggest cause of death to turtles. This is Missouri Net.
Did you get a call?